Green Bay drama unfolded and the media got a hold of a story, the JDF's official account of the incident appeared to be nothing short of an attempt at a massive cover-up of an act of cold-blooded murder. I became more and more concerned that the good name and integrity of the Jamaica Defence Force that I was a member of was being destroyed by my superiors. I asked questions of them, and instead of straight answers, I got lies and threats. Now, when you are threatened, there are really two options. You can run and hide, or you can stand your ground and fight. My choice was to stand and fight. It must be made clear that I have never believed, and to this day I still do not believe, that the Green Bay killings were politically motivated or planned. There were leaders outside of the political arena that were warped and drunk with power that conceived of this sick and cowardly operation. But you know, like all things in our dearly beloved Jamaica, all things Jamaican, political party lines were drawn. The PNP government of the day siding with the JDF and the JLP with the survivors' account and milking it for every drop of political gain, and that they certainly did. Green Bay then became a political football, so to speak. The media, and especially the Gleaner, did an incredible job in ferreting out the truth. Some of the finest investigative journalism was undertaken during that period. As I've said before, I don't think that the PNP government of the day had any knowledge of the plan nor gave approval for its execution. However, the administration either bought into the JDF lies or joined in the massive cover-up, and for that, they must stand condemned. It was during this period too I became very disillusioned with the Jamaican society. Why couldn't it see beyond JLP and PNP? Did it not see the danger of condoning this sort of conduct by its military? Where was its loyalty? Cold-blooded murder had been committed that January morning. Yet there were so many Jamaicans, including a minister of government, that were content with accepting, and probably still do to this day, that no angels were killed at Green Bay. I think Jamaica must come to understand that it is not only right, but necessary that in a society like ours, that there aren't any sacred cows, and that all must be equal before the law, and that the security forces are certainly not above it. Green Bay was a murderous and unprofessional act. And to every young Jamaican, I would say, do not make the same mistake as your parents. Speak out cost it what it will. Your future and protection against the might of the state demands it. Now, many have asked me whether we have healed from the Green Bay Massacre. My answer is an emphatic no. You cannot heal when there is no acceptance, especially by our leaders, of a wrong committed. When the victims become the villains and the real villains are portrayed as heroes, there can be no healing. The evidence is there that we are a society that does not care for each other. The residents of, say, Olympic Gardens don't really care when 70-odd residents of Tivoli are slaughtered by the security forces. And so the state can continue to abuse and murder with impunity. If our leaders really cared, they would have put a stop to the massacres like Green Bay. We have had the Brayton killings, we had the Michael Gay, Tivoli's 1 and 2, to name a few, since 1978. All leaders have to care. We too need to care. And there almost has to be a cultural revolution, I suppose, before we will see any true healing from the wounds of a Green Bay massacre. Probably we have to do what the South Africans did after apartheid, a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And probably we're best to start than with the Green Bay massacre by saying sorry, we apologize to the victims that are still alive and to those that were killed, to their relatives, to include their children.